Isn't it weird this is coming around again? And remember what they told you last time, that it was just such a theory? And that how could you possibly believe pizza was related to this? How stupid. Pretty pricey, though.
This is one of the many ways that they traffic children, right underneath everyone's nose, using everyday platforms like Etsy and eBay and Wayfair. Remember that? Yeah, that's real. Now ask yourself, who's spending $3,000 on pizza and $9,000 on chicken wings? And remember, pizza's code for little girl and chicken wings is code for little boy. Oh, and check out the symbolism. They have the kids doing the one eye, the all-seeing eye, the satanic symbolism that they brand all their shit with. Guys, it's time to get some attention on this, for real. I don't want this shit to be true any more than you do, but it is. And turning a blind eye to this will put a stain on your soul. Now go tell all your friends.
What you talking about, Willis? What you mean you been hiding a 30-foot giant? I know you're not finna say you been hiding no 30-foot giant from us. All of these years you've been calling people crazy and conspiracy theorists and all of this weird stuff. And then the United States government, y'all been holding on to all these aliens and giants. Can you imagine them already all these years knowing they got a 30-foot giant? And now you've been calling everybody else crazy and delusional. But all of these movies, and we already know the truth. I know the fuck you better not pop up with no motherfucking 30-foot giant talking about some motherfucking bullshit. Now, if it's one, it's two. If it's two, it's four. If it's four, it's some more. And all them some more, they got to go.
But in 1902, Hans Dreisig managed to create a set of double salamanders. They've been cloning people ever since 1933, so imagine how that technology has progressed. There was literally no source info on this clip apart from it was a secret recording that was leaked and uploaded onto the dark web. A million questions arise here. Is this really...
Everything that's going on right now in the world is linked to Jeffrey Epstein. That's what I think. I think
everything?
I think everything, man.
Maui? Trump shit, everything?
Everything.
Everything?
Who's
UFOs?
connected? I don't know. Yeah.
Well, you know,
yeah,
look,
all of it. All of it.
Since I met you, we've discussed UFOs. UFOs have been around. They've been talking about them since Jesus left Chicago.
Right.
But the last 3 fucking years, everybody's seen fucking UFOs.
Yeah.
How about that Miami shit? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
The people who did coke for 40 years.
Yeah.
That's what you saw. You didn't see no fucking aliens. But that's what they're selling all over. Now people from the Navy.
It's a distraction.
All of a sudden, all these pilots. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going here and they were
so
driving
fake.
right next to me, waving
it's
at
so
me.
fake.
Really? And now you decide to fucking tell me.
This is what I think.
Tell me.
There's a lot of important people that were on that list, right?
Right.
A lot from all over the world.
Right.
Politics,
Music,
Hollywood, music,
actors.
You saw the list is out, dog. No ass right there.
No
Chris
athletes.
Tucker pretty much said it was real.
Yep.
Not that everybody on the list did shit. Who knows? It would be easy to, like you said, drag. Like if in the 90s or in the 2000s, if people would have liked my music and I would have had a record deal, thank God nobody liked it.
And somebody said, hey, you want to come to the island?
Let's go to an island, dog. There's a billionaire. He's got a bunch of bitches there. We're going to party. I think I would have went, dog. You know what I mean? Then you go,
right. And you're talking to a scientist.
And then you're like, dude, people brought their kids? You're like, no, dude, those are the bitches. Like, oh, shit.
No,
I'd be on a fucking kayak, dog. I'd be on a fucking kayak. Where's Miami, dog? How far is Florida?
What do you think is the bitches? What do you think? What do you think this UFO thing is? What do you think the UFO
I
thing
think,
is?
okay, no. The point is, no, this is the point.
Okay,
this is the point. My point is, the people that are on the list would rather, like if they had a choice, you want to go to jail for this shit as a pedophile, or would you rather have World War III Would you rather have fucking civil war? Would you rather have a fake alien invasion where the world changes, like the whole world changes right away? Where would you go? Would you rather go to Guantanamo Bay? Would you rather go to prison? Or would you rather have World War III, Mad Max, alien invasion? That's what I think. World War III would save them. Alien invasion would save them. And a civil war will save them. So they want all that shit, dog.
Anarchy.
They want all that. They want complete chaos so they don't go to jail. That's what I think.
What is happening in Chicago?
Copper is toxic according to the medical medium.
You guys stay away from copper.
I will continue to keep drinking out of my copper, just like all the copper pipes that used to be around America in 1910, 1920, 1930, 1940, until about World War II, they all started disappearing. DuPont also got rid of all the copper pipes and everybody using copper because they wanted people using Teflon and plastic. And the whole copper is toxic is an interesting thing because our body is primarily copper and carbon. So how can copper be toxic? And then the other thing too is copper and carbon create electricity. What are we? Electrical beings. If we don't have electricity, our body doesn't function. That's why they zap you back to life. And people used to wear copper to get rid of inflammation and pain. That was a big one. Down in the South, they used to wrap people with copper so they could get rid of inflammation and pain and osteoporosis. Somebody just said, this is crazy. Hold on, I gotta read this. Mark Zuckerberg got copper pipes installed in his house in Hawaii. Someone just commented. Dangerous, dangerous copper pipes, you know? And if you go to, like, let's say you go to the Balkan region, or you go to, for example, like Turkey and all these different places, everybody uses copper. And once you start working with copper, you'll see the difference. Once you start drinking from copper, you'll see the difference. Once you start using grounding shoes, or maybe a grounding rod into the earth with copper, you'll see the difference. Somebody said copper is toxic according to the medical medium.
You guys.
Okay, so here's a quick run through of what's going on with our sky. For starters, there's another entire solar system that is passing just outside Earth's atmosphere that we're not being told about. That is why the sky looks the way it does, day in and day out, and has for several years now. This other solar system arrived back in 2009. And they don't tell us because they don't want us to know, because our entire existence is a lie. Earth is actually considered a factory planet, and we are used to provide goods and commodities to races on these other planets, 2 of them, which are Nibiru and Saru. In this other solar system, there are 8 planets and another sun. The second sun is located behind our sun. Gravity is mostly a lie. We actually live in an electrical universe, not gravitational. So these planets can pass incredibly close and they repel electromagnetically. They create very powerful storms and lightning storms as they push themselves away. So this evening, to the right of the sun, is where Isatum is. So it's Isatum's moon in front of Isatum, in front of Nibiru, always to the right of our sun. Sunrise, sunset doesn't make a difference. It's always to the right of our sun. And that's why you see this flared out shape. The darker the blue is, then that's the shadow of a planet. And the lighter the blue is, down around the horizon level, that's Earth's atmosphere. But that is why it's fanning upwards and outwards in different directions. Those are planets when that happens. And then starting to the far, far right of our sun is the band of Nepicity. And again, you see it's fanning out. Nepicity's tilted base right here. You can see the tilt. And again, it's fanning out and up. A little earlier this evening was Attu, more noticeable, but this is where Attu is in the southeast. And then to the lower left side of the sun is where Uri is located. These streaks, definitely some of these streaks are chemtrails. I saw them out spraying earlier today. But just know this, that most of the streaks we see every day are not man-made. They spray because they're trying to mimic the effects that these planets are creating on our atmosphere. These planets, as they move by, they are dragging across Earth's atmosphere and they are creating long streaks across our sky. So they spray to try to convince people that what they're seeing is all man-made when it's not. Most of the streaks we see are because of the planets and asteroids moving by. Each planet has its own particular looking clouds and effects that it makes in our sky. And they have been studied now for 13 years. We have 13 years of photographic documentation that prove this is really happening. And this is the real reason for why our weather is becoming so chaotic and so destructive. Like recently in California, those kind of floods, except we're seeing that happen worldwide. Most people don't have any idea about how much flooding we're seeing. These planets are already doing a lot of damage, and they have been for several years now. Again, unless you're out looking for that information, you won't know, because the media hardly ever touches on it. Unless it's to a point to where they have to say something. But otherwise, no. A lot of damages go along and it's never reported. All of the information I share is from Samuel Hoffman. He is the person that discovered this other solar system back in the late 70s. He was put under a 30-year non-disclosure agreement when the government found out that he made this discovery. They had him sign a 30-year non-disclosure agreement to keep him from talking about it. And they threatened him harshly. And he'd never talked until the disclosure agreement ended, which was 2010. and he's been talking ever since. He has a group on Facebook called Montana Skywatchers #2, and he's also on YouTube under Sam Hoffman. And I also recommend going to a channel called Radio Wasteland. They are a channel that does interviews, and they have probably 50 interviews with Sam on there. So you go to their playlist and so you see Samuel Hoffman, and he does interviews every few months with them, and so he has recent information there. And I have a group on Facebook called Nibiru Followers Anonymous. So we have over 50,000 people worldwide sharing pictures daily of what's happening. So once you start to see that the same clouds are appearing in multiple locations over and over again all around the world, that's when you know they're not just clouds, but there's something behind it that's making that happen, because this is very, very repetitive. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here for today. I appreciate you all so much, and y'all take care. Bye.
Bro, look at this. You ever seen a cloud put a shadow on a cloud? Look at that. And look, tell me this isn't a planet, like, intersecting with our atmosphere here. Like, look at this perfect edge. Like, look at this. That is a perfect line. Or not a perfect line, it's not a straight line, but that is like, look at the edge of that. Like, that is a line, perfect. Then bend, like with my finger. Tell me this isn't a planet. You got to look at it from my perspective. This is a planet intersecting in our atmosphere here, and the sun is lighting this up. You got to see it for what it is, but look how there is like a shadow of a cloud on a cloud, if that even makes sense. There's a freaking shadow of a cloud on a cloud. I have never in my life seen that, I don't think. And there is Nibiru, probably, peeking through the trees, playing old peekaboo. That's why everything's all lit up like it is. Dude, look at that. That is insane looking, dude. Oh, that's Nibiru for sure. That's why we're seeing what we're seeing right now. I know it. That is definitely... Like, look at that. That is so strange. It looks crazy, doesn't it? I'm trying to keep my hand still. It almost looks like the Pepsi symbol. Or almost like the yin yang symbol. Look at that. It's like a yin yang. Tell me that's not a sign. Holy cow, dude. I swear that was definitely a yin yang symbol there for a second. Bro, that looks insane. I thought I heard a car. I wonder if that crazy shadow is still there. No. Oh, yeah, it is. Look, it's even bigger now. It's an even bigger shadow on there. And look how that's like... That one cloud is like translucent in the other one. What the hell is going on, dude? You cannot even see... Dude, that looks so weird even with my own eyes, bro. That is so freaking weird looking. Look. What the hell is going on with that? Like, look how dark it is. And then it's a shadow of a cloud on another cloud. And then you got this weird white one. Like, what the frig is going on here? This is the weirdest scene I have ever seen in a long time. Very weird scene. I won't hold you guys here too long because I know it gets boring after a while just looking at the same thing.
Okay, me and Randall are in the car. My camera's not getting it, Randall. That's the sun. There's something big behind it. Like it was like almost invisible sun. You could see the ring. That's what I saw. But also look at the line. That is a line. That's not just like a reflection right there. That's a line that's covering half the sun. I feel like we need to directly look at it. Hold on. I'm gonna get a good look at it. Wow. I wish we could see it better on my damn camera. I mean, it is unbelievable. It looks crazy, y'all. Wow. I wish you could see it better. I mean, I'm seeing it so clear. How strange. Oh shit, sorry. Damn, I wish you guys could see. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm kind of freaking out because this is crazy. See, the line isn't even covering it up anymore, Randall. It's just fully shown. It's crazy. Okay, let's go. I'm getting too excited. Man, it's so brilliant. I mean, it's amazing. No, there's something different about that. It's different. There's something else going on here. I don't know.
Tick.
Watch this video.
Commission, they found that as many as 90% of Americans would die. So it really becomes almost zombie apocalypse. There goes all the water, there goes all the bread, there goes all the meat, all the frozen food, all the vegetables, anything you can think of, it's gone. There's no cavalry to come, and you can't count on the cavalry.
Now that was a former U.S. government official telling all of us what would happen if there was an EMP attack that shut down the United States power grid, meaning that a simple hack from any country, from any person around the world that shut down our power grid could kill hundreds of millions of Americans, take down all our food, water, infrastructure, everything would be gone, and our country would collapse. And we're at risk of this every single day. And if you're not prepared with a solar-powered flashlight, a solar-powered compass, and all the tools you need, you're not ready. 9,000 TikTok shop, what are you doing?
And on the other hand also too, because you have a high frequency, when you come across people that have lower frequencies, they can't deal with you. So therefore you'll find out that you'll start losing more and more friends. Losing more and more people. People stop calling. You see, and basically your own energy is filtering out the no good people around you in your life.
Kids, the next time that somebody tells you the government wouldn't do that, oh yes they would.